Hi everyone, this is Varun Venkit. I'm a drummer and musician, but in this case, for this video, I'm a rookie ultra cyclist and a very proud member of the Inspire India team of officials, friend of Divya Tate and the whole crew at Inspire India. Um, I started cycling, way back, recreational cycling, of course, way back when Divya and I would do these recce cycle rides, as we call them, to discover new places in and around Pune, sometimes further away from Pune as well, um, where we would cycle from one place to another, just exploring new parts of this amazing country of ours. We've done, amongst the things that stand out, we've done this amazing cycle ride along the coast of the country, all the way from Pune to Goa. This took us a long time. Nothing like the Deccan Cliffhanger race. This took us a long time to cycle. Whenever a creek would indent the coastline, we would put our cycles on a boat and then ferry our way down to the other side of the coast and continue cycling and tent out at the end on a new beach at the end of every day. Beautiful experience. So the cycling kida, as they say, has been in me for a long time. However, serious training for ultra cycling started, I think, in 21 with the boss Kabir Rature, and it's been an amazing journey ever since. What inspired me to take up cycling as a serious passion? I think thanks to Divya and the team at Inspire India, Rutvik and the gang, I would officiate or be an official for many races, from the Ultra Spice race to Deccan Cliffhanger a couple of times. So that would help me observe these amazing, what I used to think, alien athletes, show the known limits and break those limits of, human endurance, um, and cycle with such amazing form and, yeah, truly break, I think, known limits that we tend to perceive about what we can and cannot do. So I would talk to Divya saying, yeah, one day it would be nice to do this. I was into fitness and sport during school and college, playing football, rugby, hockey, things like that. And then after life got in the way, health took a back seat kind of thing, and it would show, of course. So pre-pandemic, even the turn for the better started, and I think then the pandemic just helped me get really serious about my health, and so that's how it all started. The first DC race post pandemic was when I officiated, and of course I saw Kabir do his thing so naturally and effortlessly, and with so much intention. And that's when I said, "Wow, I need this. I need to do this." I said, "Get in touch with him," and the rest is history. That's how it all started for me. The biggest challenges now during this journey. Well, cycling is an amazing thing. It's not like you can just start and go. I mean, in a way you can, but like in this format, there's constant learning. So I think my bike fit on my cycle is now set after 2 years of cycling, right? So there's a lot of trial and error, and that's something that one needs to be very particular about. And it's not a one size fits all. So it requires patience, a lot of learning, a lot of DIY, like a DIY approach to your own cycle, the connection you build with your cycle. So much information out there, so patience and meticulousness to just listen and absorb what works and try out, and absorb what works for you, apply what works for you. So challenges in that. Yeah, I was blessed with, I think, a great coach, great support community to be able to learn, try out things. Amazing mechanical and tech support from Sandeep and Nikhil Bhavsar. So it's really been an amazing journey, but one that has involved constant modification, constant learning. So in that, yeah, the first DC experience was quite something because, of course, I was prepped and the energy was all there to do it. But that experience, I mean, of course, I completed, but just barely, with the skin of my teeth. And I still remember the feeling of, oh my God, uh, don't want to do that again, don't want to have that experience again. So there was so much learning from there, right from what to eat, what not to eat during a race, the mental frame of mind pre-race, during race, post-race, the importance of the support crew that takes care of pretty much everything for the racer in supported race formats. My God, so much learning, right? Yeah, what motivates me to keep cycling? This is sort of an endless. This question has an endless answer because this reason is different for everyone. For me, I think it's the feeling of understanding one's physical, mental, emotional limits and pushing that, because really there's so much of learning, so much of discovery just at the edge of our perceived limits of ability, and growth always happens at that point. So I think uh, 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 of course, beyond the pain, not trying to glorify and romanticize pain and suffering, that's really not it. Beyond a point, though, there is if you're willing to endure, there is something very beautiful to experience at the edge of our perceived limit or ability, and that's something that I really enjoy. This is very much a team sport, at least since I've been doing the supported format of this race. The whole process of getting a good team together can be the most difficult, but also the most rewarding part of the race, because um, you get to know them, they get to know you, and just to see them be present fully helps you, helps the racer, I think, refuel their tanks full of an energy that is replaced by none. So that's something that helps. The open roads, the sceneries, the change in weather, to know that at one time it's hot, the other time it's cold, then it's raining, then there's traffic, then there's potholes. So how everything changes so quickly, so nothing is forever. That learning is priceless. To take oneself less seriously, to be humble and observe things around you. So these kind of lessons that come up without thinking, without come up naturally, these lessons are very, very priceless, and these realizations, I think, help me stay motivated and look forward to what next, right? There's so much to see, so much to do, and the more you do it, the more addictive it becomes, I think. And I think so many fellow cyclists will agree, or anyone who's fully into any activity. For me, before this, I know this from two perspectives: from a music and drumming perspective and a cycling perspective. So sometimes having a new hobby helps me apply these learnings and these principles into an old hobby, and look at that old hobby which I've been doing for over 2 decades now. It helps me look at that with a new, fresh, and more energetic perspective. So that's truly priceless. Like, cycling has rekindled something that I could not have even ever imagined without now. My upcoming targets, that's a nice one. I think this time, DC in 2023 was amazing. Had a wonderful experience. It kicked my ass, but I really enjoyed it. And now the next thing would be to try and attempt multi-day races. So I'm really looking forward to the Ultra Spice race by Inspire India, which is from Goa to Ooty and back. This one's quite a grueling race, as I've been on the official side of the race now. Actually taking part is going to be quite an experience. I'm still working toward that, so if all goes well, that will be the next goal in Jan of 25. And I will be taking a last minute decision about DC in 24 as soon as I know. So yeah, I'm excited, really excited for these two goals in the near future. Thereafter, God knows, we'll see. Just memorable things about cycling. Okay. I remember way back when I used to cycle with Divya. we, Divya, Sandeep, and I actually cycle. The aim was to cycle from Pune, climb Khambhatki and back, right? And at that time, some of this distance seemed very, very daunting. And I remember I had some GI issues, I think at the base of Khambhatki. So Sandeep and I stayed down. Divya went up and came down. And so Sandeep and I spent a good 4-5 hours just around a fire, slept a little bit. That's something that really stands out for me. Uh, And now when I look at Khambhatki, oh wow, the feeling of being able to do it with a lot more relative ease is really rewarding. Then, really interestingly, one one of the days that Divya and I, with these other two friends, when we were cycling to Goa along the coastline, we would tent out on a beach, on a new beach, a pristine, beautiful beach every night. One of the nights, the last night actually, we actually got robbed. So there was a gentleman who came into the tent and took some of our stuff and ran away. And I happened to catch a glimpse of this person. After which we lodged a police complaint, and we actually found the guy. And that person had taken some very random things like food and things, and we didn't lose much, so it was okay. But what an experience, right? 4 days of cycling. On the fifth day, we get robbed in the night. My God, it's crazy. Then, wow, during DC, just I remember the first attempt of DC, I remember waiting for the whole experience to end. And I kept asking my crew about, okay, when is this climb going to end? When is that climb going to, how long is it going to last, etc. So that was amazing. But through that crazy suffering, I think I was just approaching Amboli when the sun was rising, and for that short time, like all the chatter in my mind stopped, and it was a beautiful, calm, serene experience for that short while. After which the pain came back, but that was something. Then this DC, when we were climbing Pasarni Ghat, I suddenly wanted to play the song Yaro by KK like 100 times while climbing. So everyone was very surprised because I don't usually listen to that song. So everyone was like, "What? But why is he listening to this song?" So that was a rather emotional dedication from me to the crew, and everyone had a good laugh, saying, "Wow, what is Varun thinking?" But that's the thing. Cycling helps you understand what you're feeling at that point, and you definitely can't do anything but listen to all the signs that your body is giving you, that your mind is giving you. And I think that's a superb experience to have, to be in this moment, in the here and now. That's something we do through the work that I do with Tal Inc. to experience what it is to be in this moment fully. And one way or the other, cycling helps you do that. Even if you don't want to. Training routine. So this is amazing because thanks to the one and only Kabir Ratsure, I have been privileged to actually be under such good, meticulous, and pinpointed guidance through my cycling journey. We do a lot of indoor training that's based on power intervals, and that's supported with outdoor training that is very much short-term goal oriented. So very recently I did my first half Everesting. My next immediate plan is to finish a full Everesting. So training will be customized according to these goals. There is a strong focus on correct nutrition, not just before and after the race, but throughout the year, because that's something that the body needs to get used to. Importance on overall fitness, the general strength training to positively influence cycling output. That's really important. And my gosh, there are so many methods and ways to do this. Most important thing is to understand and be aware of what suits your own body. And yep, all I can think of is that yeah, I'm just very, very happy and blessed and grateful to have this amazing guidance from Kabir, who trains budding athletes, triathletes, ultra cyclists, and so on. So if you'd like to get on this, please reach out to Kabir, who's really, really amazing at what he does, and it's a complete, total gift. I love this question. How do you balance cycling and other aspects of your life? Oh my God, yes. There are so many memes on Instagram that'll support this notion of once you start cycling, there's just one investment after the other. I say investment, note. And it can also take a lot of time. So thankfully, because of the work that I do, I have time to invest into this, and it's a immediate return. The more time you can put into this, the more you get back from this sport. So of course, it's tough for everyone to do that, especially people working a full-time job. But yeah, thanks to this community, I've experienced people from all walks of life make time and really be very focused on their training, whether it's training in the night, early morning, using holidays wisely, or planning holidays around cycling events. That's a nice way to do it, and not just be a simple, tourist, but also so much more. It's a total jugglery of time, and it tests your time management skills fully. But it's so rewarding once you know that you're passionate about something. You'll make time for it. Uh, but it's definitely a challenge that maybe not everybody has the luxury and privilege to do, which is fine. Which is why actually the training indoor concept works so well. So when you train indoor for most of the time, you'll have your weekends free for the longer outdoor rides, and that will work well for you because you'll have enough recovery time. If you plan your ride on a Saturday, so you have enough recovery time on a Sunday, that will really help balance things out with respect to work, family time, and your cycling time. Special rituals before or after a cycling event. I think for me, it's very much music related. I made this whole big playlist on Spotify, which I think I then deleted because it became so large. It just became a list of my liked songs. But there are particular songs that I listen to just before a race, and invariably it's some sort of a grunge rock, sort of 80s, 90s rock song. Yeah. I realize I'm quite a rock pig, which is actually known. I knew it all the time. But since I listen to so much music in terms of the work that I do, I'll listen to all kinds of music, right? Depending on what I'm playing, which gig I'm playing. So I realize though when I'm doing something like cycling or a road trip, for example, then I turn to I go toward my favorite kind of music. So this also keeps changing, but there are some particular songs that I listen to before, during, or after a race, especially songs that help me get a push. I remember in DC, my God, this was, yeah, as we were approaching Amboli, uh, I listened to some, I think, Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine. Those of you who know will know. And that really helped me get a little, push and energy rush for me to overtake some racers. That was nice. That was nice. It was nice to know. I didn't know that it would work, but it was really interesting for me to observe. My favorite cycling quotes, mantras, or inspirations. So this is still developing. I'm quite new in this field, so I'm obviously taking every experience and learning as much as I can to be able to apply for the next race to get better and better. It's absolutely amazing to see the cycling community, the ultra cycling community around me. Of course, Kabir, and to be a part of his team has been nothing short of extraordinary to learn and observe poetry in action. One of the things I keep telling myself through these major long cycling events is to ride the road. It's something really, really simple, and all it means is just one, head down and pedal, as Kabir says. So just be in this moment and do what you can. Listen to what your body is telling you. Nothing lasts for too long, whether it's rain, bad roads, headwind, crosswind, tailwind. So in that, there's a lot of, wisdom in that, right? Great meditation principles and formats try to tell you to be in the here and now, observe this moment. So I think uh, through cycling, it's such an action-based activity that it helps you align to this concept rather easily, or by also not letting you think about anything else. Like, you might think about the pain, but then it's raining, so you need to focus on the road. So in a way, it doesn't give you a choice but to be in the moment. So that's a really, really amazing thing. So for me, I think that one mantra would be ride the road. Thanks, Team Inspire India, for having me as a part of this video series. I truly appreciate it, and just wanted to send this message wishing all cyclists out there all the very best for all the goals that they've planned for themselves this year and in the years to come. I look forward to seeing you, watching you race in the events that that lay ahead. All the best and see you soon. Bye.